Kia ora i te whānau, he mokopuna nā tainui waka, ko awhawhē te maunga, ko waitomo te awa, ko Ngāti Mani poto te iwi, nā tu eka haua puha te hapu, ko Tuki kāpū te marae, ko mātu iwi te wharenui, Tiki Tane, tuku ingoa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to my whare right here in beautiful Papamoa. Good to be here. In my own whare. Fresh! What's 15 years? My son, Charlie, is 15, just turned 15. My daughter's just about turning 13. And so the first thing I'd say is it goes like this. Like it just goes poof, oh my gosh, we're here already. You know, it's pretty phenomenal how quickly it goes. So that's the first thing, but the main thing for me is just having that accountability. Having accountability, having that responsibility, and having someone there that basically checks you, you know. Like when my son came along, I was pretty much in the height of my, you know, I was 30 something years old, early 30s, in the height of my career, just going, rah! And I'd just come through crazy amounts of touring around the planet, dealing with addiction problems, alcohol issues, all the crazy stuff that goes with being on the road for however long I was on the road for, 13, 14 years. And so when my son came along, it was like, okay, this is for real, this is serious now, I need to sort my shit out. And so it gave me a huge amount of positive direction. It gave me the accountability. Also just a lot of fun discovering what it's like to be a dad. You know, no one really teaches you this stuff, so when it happens, you kind of just dive in and go, ah! So for me, being a dad has been the most magical, awesome, beautiful learning experience ever. It's been amazing. Lots of singing, lots of getting the guitar out and just making up songs on the spot. And my son, Charlie, will be lying there and I'll just be like singing songs, just silly stuff, and then just watching him light up every time he heard the guitar and my voice. Lots of cuddle time, heaps of cuddle time, heaps of napping with my son, lots of cuddles, lots of kisses, lots of playtime, lots of just fun, really. And just the cool thing about becoming a dad is it gives you an excuse to just be just real silly, you know, just do silly things and have fun with it. And so that was the main thing for me, was just making things as fun and lots of cuddling, lots of touching and cuddling and smooching, I love you, and tickling and wee, all that kind of stuff, because he would just light up. He'd just be like, ah, and when they laugh, it's the most funniest thing ever. When they smile and they give you that smile and that giggle, it's the best thing ever. So those are the things that, for sure, when he was real little, that we used to do a lot of. And of course, you know, still keep that going now. I mean, I tickle him now, but he's like nearly 6 foot. You know what I mean? But we still do that, hug each other, still say, I love you, son, I'm proud of you. And he says, I love you, Dad, even in front of his friends, you know, dropping him off. He said, love you, Dad. I'm like, love you, son, you know, things like that. So that's really beautiful. Things, just even little things like that make me feel super proud, you know, that he's not doing the cool thing, you know, like, see you, Dad. He's actually like, love you, Dad, with his mates around. I think that's really beautiful. And I think that just comes from me also being really open about our communication around love and respect, and being open as well with kōrero and stuff about emotions and about feelings. And yeah, so super proud of him for that, for taking on that real gentle side as well. Hardest part of being a dad for a little one. For me, it was because I was also a fully touring musician as well, like not just New Zealand, but Australia and Europe and stuff. So working that part out was really, really tough. I'd get super, super, super homesick if I had to shoot away, sometimes go to Europe for 3 or 4 weeks, and I'll just be like, oh, this is a feeling of like, even though I have to do this for my career in the mahi, but also feeling, you know, just like I'm not part of my son's life. And that's the toughest part, I think, that having that, trying to keep my career and maintain that, and also the pressure that will put on his mum at the same time by me being away. And so I'd be really conscious of that, and I'd make up for it for when I get back. I'd block out weeks and be like, I've got you, this is me, boom, boom. And plus, because I work from home in the studio, it meant I would see my son all the time. And so it was a real juggling balance of that, of trying to work out how to do the mahi, but also be a good dad, and then also making up for the time that I'm not there, and really being present, and also me dealing with the guilt of being away when I'm away for 3 weeks, and the pressure that puts on my son's mum at the time, and everything that goes around that. So I think that was seriously probably the hardest part. But the thing is, he's so little, you know, he's not going to know that because he's so little, but you feel it as a parent. You feel, you feel that pressure. And yeah, so that would definitely be the hardest part, yeah. You know, it can be quite a complex situation because everyone's different. You know, you might have found out you're going to be a dad and you're like, oh shit, because perhaps you're not with the mum, or, you know, or other situations that might be, it's quite complex. So it can be very, very the advice that I'll give, but the main thing is that I'd say from the bottom of my heart, you've got this. You 100% got this. And you might be feeling like, oh no, I don't think I'm mature enough for this, or oh, no one's taught me how to be a dad, what if this happens, what that happens. Thing is, all of that stuff will just kick in naturally. And you know, it's at the end of the day, it's the most important thing you're ever going to do in your whole existence, right? You've actually created a human being, like a mini clone of yourself, and the mother as well. And so you've got this little being that's got your whakapapa, your DNA, past, present, future. It's got all your traits, good and bad, that are going to be in this child. And so you've got to do everything within your power to protect, to love, to learn from, to teach, and help turn and grow and nurture this child into the best possible human being that you possibly can. And the circumstances around that can be so varied. As I said before, it can be quite challenging if you're not together with the mum. There might be some weird dynamics around that as well. There might be other people involved. Perhaps the mum has met another guy, so there's that situation. You've got to kind of navigate that too, which brings up a lot of emotions as well. So there's so much involved in it, but the main thing is you 100% got this, and you just got to turn up. You just got to turn up as much as you can, and you've just got to be there as a solid presence of being a dad. And all the other stuff doesn't matter. All the drama, all the whatevers, that doesn't matter. It's all about this person, this little human being right here. And so absolutely enjoy the ride as much as possible. There's going to be a lot of challenges, and there's going to be a lot of times you're just like, I don't know what to do. And that's okay, because that's part of life, and that's part of living and part of learning. And so 100%, you've got this. You can do this.